Hey Simplies, it's your girl Simply Etc. back with another video. Today we're gonna do the road test nail set. So yeah, if you're not a part of the family, hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on the post notifications so that you know when I post, and also give this video a thumbs up. So let's get into it. Actually, hold on, so we got to talk about these nails. Yes, it's been about 3 weeks, okay? They have been holding on. Don't come for me in the comment section. Anyway, this is royalty. You can see the new growth is there, honey, but we're taking them off, all right? Also, this is Big Boss. Y'all, I have had my ups and downs with this nail set, so I just took the chains off. But to see the original set, I will post the link up at the top. And also, don't forget, I have a press-on nail boutique, the Simply Etc. boutique, and I will post the website and the description info or whatever in the description box. All right, cool. Okay, so we're going to start on some plain coffin shape press-on nails, full cover tips, and I'm using this builder gel in a bottle. And to give it some strength, I'm going to put 1 layer of this builder gel and cure it for 120 seconds. And these are the colors that I'm going to use for this set. These are new colors that I have come in my nail mail. All right, so hopefully I'm going to have a video of that soon. And I'm also going to combine those with the Mifa gel polishes, number 14 and number 6. And this is what they look like after curing. And I just took some alcohol and wiped the residue off. But we're going to start with the pinky. And on this pinky, I'm just going to basically make an orange. This orange was a little too bright for me. It has yellow in it, but I wanted another color. So I mixed the yellow and the orange together. And you're going to see me make a color. And I'm going to use this color on my pinky finger, my ring finger, and my index finger. And we're still mixing. So I wanted to take this green from both Self and Mifa, and I'm going to take a little dollop of that, but with a drop of the Mifa, because the Mifa is dark, okay? But I wanted a street sign type of green. I was trying to go for that, and I think I did, but I'm just going to apply that on my middle finger. And by the way, I'm going to do 2 coats of each base layer that I'm doing. All right, Simplies, we are still mixing, okay? I'm going to take that number 6 red Mifa gel polish. I'm going to put a drop of that in the bowl, but I want to mix just a little tiny bit of white in there. It was a little too dark for me. I'm trying to make a stop sign. So yeah, we had to fix that. And there's nothing wrong with mixing colors, you know. And lastly, we're going to do 2 coats of white on the thumbnail. All right, so after putting 2 coats and curing in between each coat for 126 seconds, this is what the base looks like. Now we're going to go into actually designing. So I'm going to take a black, well, the black gel polish, and I'm just going to take a small brush and I'm going to make a right sign. I'm still getting used to hand drawing things, so I basically sped up this whole video because it didn't take me forever, but it took me forever, if y'all know what I mean. I had to take acetone to clean up my shapes. I wanted them to be as crisp as possible, and also when it comes to the designs, I wanted them to be dark, so I basically did 2 layers every time I did a design. And this is what I'm talking about. The second layer looks much better. So now we're going to go into the ring finger, and I'm going to make a railroad sign. So I started out with just taking a long bristle brush and making an X, but I wanted it to be kind of thick, not too thick, but kind of thick, if that makes sense, like slim thick. So I tried to make that as crisp as possible. Again, I would use acetone to clean up anything that any mistakes that I made, and I would also cure in between each line, because y'all, I do not want to have one line perfect and then I mess up the previous line because I'm working on another line. Like, I just didn't want those problems, so I just basically cured every part of the design. Now look at this R. Y'all, this R actually didn't take me long to draw. Like, I was so surprised in myself. I definitely had to use acetone to clean up the R to make it look crisp. But yeah, I did pretty good. Look at that. That's dope. But we're moving on. Alright, y'all, so now this is the middle finger. This is my street sign nail. So the story behind Extra Avenue, I made a story on my social media about whether I was going on Simple Lane or Extra Avenue, and everybody voted on Extra Avenue. It was basically like, okay, am I doing an extra design or am I going to be simple this time? Everybody know me. It was 100% Extra Avenue, period, boom bap. So I decided to go along with that. So I got some white and I took my shortest detail brush and I'm just basically writing with white gel polish. This is a little tough. This was a little tough for me because, again, I'm still getting used to, keeping a steady hand and all of that jazz. So I had to get off the camera. But this is what extra looked like. And it looks pretty good, okay? Again, Don't be afraid to use acetone to clean up your mistakes, y'all. I was all in that thing, okay? And then next, I had to get off camera again to do Avenue. I really had to focus, like my eyes, they just had to focus, and the camera was in my way, so I had to do what I had to do, okay? But it looks good. This was a little tough. The font was smaller, so I had to really zone in. Now, after looking at it, I was like, this isn't giving boom bap. So I was like, I'm just gonna draw a white line around the perimeter of the nail. I definitely had up Google Chrome and Safari, you know, so I can actually see what a street sign looked like. And it actually has a white border around it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And that small detail helped tremendously. However, I just didn't know how thick to make it, so we made her slim thick again, and she's looking cute. It was almost giving me Converse vibes. It's giving me a little Chuck Taylor, but you know, it's still cute. I was still surprised that it came out this well. So yeah, that's what I did. Now to the index finger. This is going to be the traffic light sign, okay? I took the red that we mixed and made a dot. The yellow straight out of the pot, I made a dot out of that. I try to make sure that it wasn't too thick, because if it is thick, when it cures, it's going to be atrocious. And then I also took the bright green straight out of the pot and made a circle out of that too. And I looked at it, I was like, on the sign, it definitely has a black box around it, of course. So I got some black gel polish and took my long bristle brush and I made a rectangle around the 3 dots. Now, I want my nails to be seen from a mile away, okay? If y'all should know me by now, okay? And I was like, with the shape of the nail and how thick I made the dots, it automatically made the black rectangle warped. Like, it made it warp around with the perimeter of the coffin nail, if that makes sense. So I guess if I had to do this again, I wouldn't make the dots as thick, but I was like, I really want people to see my nails from a mile away, period. Like, that's just what I do, boom bap. So again, you can see I'm using that acetone and I'm taking a flat brush and I'm cleaning up the sides and the corners and things like that. Any smudges that I have, I'm trying to take that out. And I use a small bristle brush to fill in the box with black around the dots. All right, I had to be super careful with this, even though I have acetone. I didn't want to use too much, you know. I want to, you know, I'm trying to improve on initial actions, you know. So after doing 2 coats of black, this is what it looks like. Last but not least, the thumbnail. This is going to be the stop sign, and this was the hardest nail for me, simply because me and octagons, we never had a good relationship. Like, even growing up in grade school, and you just draw shapes. Octagons, let me know in the comments if I'm not the only one. Because this was tough trying to get that together with the perimeter, with the shape of the nail. It felt like it was warping. It felt like it ended up in a circle, in like a boxy circle. I just, I had to really get down with the acetone. But with the acetone on a white base, you have to make sure that, it doesn't necessarily change colors. Like, I felt like the white was trying to turn pink because of, the red. So I had to be really, really careful. I had to really make sure that it was clean, nothing was smudging or anything like that. So yeah, after that, I just took the red that we made and filled in the octagon. So this is what it looks like after 2 coats. And I had to make sure I did 2 coats because the white was definitely making the stop sign look pink, and I did not want that. So now I'm going into the hand drawing, like with words. Look, drawing words is hard, okay? It's hard, but it's doable. I'm just gonna say that, okay? But it was still fun. The S, it kind of gave me a little trouble, the S and the P, but it was pretty good for the most part. I just really took my time and tried to look back on stop sign pictures so that I can make sure I kind of got close to what a stop sign would look like, okay? So that's what the stop sign looks like, and it wasn't giving enough for me. So I decided to put a red outline around it with a little white space in between, and that gave it a little bit more boom bap. So that's what it looks like. It's not the best when it comes to the words and the shape of the octagon, but I still did that boom bap period. So after putting on a layer of top coat, this is what they look like. Y'all, I am so impressed with myself. I was definitely going through a time of just like not being inspired or motivated by anything when it comes to nails. And I was driving and I was like, ooh, roll signs. And did. Honey, look at this. Look at it. Every single nail is giving me life, okay? Every time, this is with any nail set. Okay, I go into a store, they're like, oh my god, your nails, and I'm like, ha, thanks, thank you. Simply Etc. Nail Boutique. Talking about that, this is not on the website just yet. I'm going to put it on there soon. I just want to make sure I want to make sure that I can replicate this before I just put it on my website, But y'all go check it out. Support me. It's a newfound passion of mine, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And this nail set, honey, it's fire. It's giving boom bap. Like, look at that. But anyway, while y'all admire that, go check out my past videos, my past nail sets. Also, if you're not a part of the family, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Bye.